guys, happy Witchy Wednesday. So, how is everybody? Good, I hope. Alright, so I kind of wanted to go back over Enchantments from the Ritual and Doctrine of High Magic by Eliphas Levi, so we can get a glimpse into people that are basically drunk on the Astral light. So it's pretty interesting. I know we went over this before, but it's pretty interesting, and it explains quite a bit. So we have enchantments. Alright, so basically what we wish for with dedication we actually do. All true will is confirmed by acts. So you of course must act on your will. All will confirmed by an act is an action. All action is subject to judgment, and that judgment is eternal. These are the doctrine and principles that's of Hermeticism. So yeah. So yes. So basically, according to these principles and these doctrines, the good or evil that you wish, either upon yourself or upon others, to the extent of your will and within the sphere of your action, will infallibly occur, either to others or to yourself, mostly yourself. So if you're sending out that negative energy, then you're going to get it right back. So, if you confirm your will and settle upon your determination through acts, so the acts must be analogous to the will. So the will to harm or to be loved must be confirmed. So, yeah, confirmed. To be efficacious by acts of hate or love. So, all that which carries the imprint of a human soul belongs to that soul. So, streams of consciousness, what we have been conditioned by, single-minded thinking without, giving room for other areas of belief or possibilities. So, that which a man appropriates in any manner becomes his body, in the largest sense of the world. So, and that which is done to the body of a man is felt, either indirectly or directly, through his soul. So, we feel through our soul. Our souls are what we are feeling with our five senses. Well, 6. So, it is for this reason that every type of hostile action towards another is regarded by moral theology as being the beginning of a homicide. So, that's pretty interesting. Any negative action taken, premeditated towards another person is the beginning of a homicide. That's a little freaky. A little psychology here. So, enchantment, so the word translated as enchantment here, has no exact English equivalent. It usually implies hostile magic, such as the attempt to kill by magic, which is very, very difficult, and it's not worth your time, and it does not work. It does not work. There's only so much magic can do, and it cannot cause somebody to die. So, alright, so enchantment is basically homicide, and it is a homicide that is all the more cowardly, since it eludes the right to defense of the victim and the vengeance of the law, which is the law of nature, the laws of nature. So, we see what that is. The principle being established to the satisfaction of our conscience, and in order to warn off the weak, we affirm fearlessly that enchantment is possible. So basically, empty threats. Empty threats. And brainwashing and telling other people that they can't do, this with this spirit, deity, whatever. And then we go further and affirm that not only is it possible, it is possible, but in a certain way necessary and inevitable. It occurs ceaselessly in the social world. Unknown to both those who perform it and those who suffer from it, involuntary enchantments is one of the most terrible dangers of human life. Though, illusionary magic, going, invisible, which you literally can do. You go invisible to other people, so you just blend yourself in like a chameleon. Another trick. So, and I'm not saying, magic is, all tricks and stuff, but a lot of people like to throw this stuff out there. So, so the sympathy of the passions necessarily submits the most adherent desire to the strongest will. So moral sicknesses are more contagious than physical ones. And there are fads and fashions whose success is comparable to leprosy or syphilis. Oh, cholera. Not syphilis. That's another one. Alright, so yeah, moral sicknesses. So yes, the fads and the fashions. So literally fashion. Fads. Again, single-minded thinking. Single-minded devotion. Without giving room for probable cause within your mind. And dismissing every other single possible collaboration. So, that is moral sickness. So, we can die from a bad acquaintance, as if we were as a contagious contact, and the horrible malady that, during the last few centuries in Europe, has punished the profanation of the mysteries of love. So, it is the revelation of the analogical laws of nature, and represents only a weakened image of the moral corruption which results every day from the dubious sympathies. So, those people that are always spreading my way is the right way, the only way. No, that's social sunburn, that's brainwashing from another faith, whatever faith they follow. So rumors speak of a jealous and cowardly man who, to avenge himself upon a rival, voluntarily infected himself with an incurable illness, and makes of it a mutual bane, and the anathema of a shared bed. So, this is a pretty crude, horrible story. Okay, so this horrible story is that of every magician, or rather every sorcerer who practices enchantment. He poisons himself in order to poison. He damns himself in order to torture. He inhales hell in order to exhale it. He injures himself until death in order to kill. So, that's where we have to be careful. That's why you be careful. And that is why you always trust your own gut and not anybody else. Ever. So, yeah, that is pretty, that's pretty crazy. So it is definite and certain that he will poison and kill through the projection of his perverse will alone. So, it's the person, it's the will of the person that, say, for instance, Baphomet. He's got perverted, whatever, he was basically twisted, and boom, we have a demon, which, no, not really. So, a little scary. So, strength attracts strength, life attracts life, good health attracts good health. So, that is the law of nature. So, enchantments through currents is very common, as we have remarked previously. We are carried away by the masses, in both moral and physical senses. So, enchantment through currents, that is an etheric cord connecting you to a situation. So, when I am doing my ritual with Baphomet and St. Michael and the fiery wall of protection, and I am asking St. Michael to come in and snip etheric cords. Cut them all. He has his own machete that he uses. Well, it's ethereal. Yeah, he really literally comes in with a machete and just starts. No. So he comes in, and that's what I'm doing, is I'm asking him to sever etheric cords that I may be attracted to, or that somebody else may have put on me. So if you're speaking with somebody that's very negative all the time, that never has anything nice to say. My crows are back. I love them. So yeah, that person, literally, it's their fault. We're co-pilots. So that is why these people, they're always unhappy, and they will always be unhappy. Alright, so for the astral, the astral light, it's really crazy that you can actually get very, you can go insane, you can go mad. I don't mean to scare anybody, I don't want to scare anybody. So, voluntary enchantments are still common in the countryside, because the natural forces among ignorant and solitary people act without being weakened by doubts or diversions. So a frank hatred, absolute and without any mix of unrequited passions or personal cupidity, is the kiss of death for he who is their object in certain given conditions. So I say without any mix of amorous passion or cupidity, because of a desire, being an attraction, counterbalances and annuls the power of the projection. So, thus, for example, someone who is jealous will never officiously enchant his rival. An eager hare will not decrease by his will alone the number of days left to a miserly and hardy uncle. Enchantments which are attempted under these conditions fall back upon those who perform them, and are more salutary than noxious to the person who is their object, because he is freed from their hateful action, which destroys itself by too much enthusiasm. So, again, falling into the umbrella of psychic attack. 99.9% of the time it's fake. Well, not fake, but imagined. So, that's what that's talking about. So yes, anything thrown at you, counterbalance it. So if you're having, like, say, a bad day, counterbalance that. Put on a piece of music. I know that's hard. I know that sounds stupid. But if you take that anger, project it at something else. Create with that. Do something good with that energy. So, because energy is nothing. It is neither good or evil. It's neutral. And that was today's tarot. Everything is on the point of neutrality. Like Baphomet. Completely neutral. As are most spirits are neutral. So. Alright, we're getting into the astral light. So. Alright, now this goes into a little bit about black magic, so I'll read this little excerpt for you guys. So, properly speaking, evil spells, that is to say a ceremonial performance, with the object of enchantment, act only upon the performer, and serve to fix and confirm his will by formulating it with perseverance and effort. So, the two conditions which render the will efficacious. So, the more that the performance is difficult or horrible, the more effective it is, because it acts more fully upon the imagination and attests to the effort of required, which is in direct relationship to the sense of resistance to it. So, what you're giving out, you're getting right back. It's coming right back to you. So this is what explains the strangeness and even atrocity of magical performances during antiquity and the Middle Ages. The satanic masses, the sacraments administered to reptiles, the spilling of blood, the human sacrifices, and other monstrosities, I like that word, monstrosities, which are the essence of the reality of the Goetia, or necromancy. So it is such practices which have attacked onto sorcerers that just repression of the law throughout the ages. So black magic is in fact simply a combination of, oh god, what is that word? Sacrilege and progressive murder, whose goal is to ever pervert the human will, and go to produce in a man the hideous phantom of the devil. It is thus, properly speaking, the religion of the devil, the cult of shadows, the hatred of the good, brought to its climax. It is the incarnation of death, and the permanent creation of hell. So, basically it's saying that you must have balance. You must have that balance in your life, or you're just going to create your own hell, magically speaking, for your work. So that is where we counterbalance stuff. So if we're doing a spell, a very big, long ritual, take for instance Crowley. Okay, Crowley was on many drugs. He used so many different drugs during his magic and his rituals. That is why he obviously went crazy and died, right? Okay, so it's not because of the magic. It was because of the intoxication of the astral light, which came in spirit form, which would be a substance. Absinthe. He was very much into heroin, cocaine, anything, literally anything he would do. So him, John Dee, all these famous astrologers, magicians. I haven't heard too much on King Solomon. I think King Solomon is pretty solemn, pun intended, on his usage of, I don't know, opium was really big back then. The Blue Lotus. But those aren't, those are psychoactive substances, but they're not so powerful that you flip out and you are, you're just kind of floating, like you don't feel your body, you feel nothing, like you're in the ether, the ethereal realm. So that's what that does. So yeah, people need to watch out and be careful not to become an Aleister Crowley. So, where did I go? Okay, so that was yes. So, where is the astral light? Alright, so here we go. So, the astral light warns us of influences to come by acting upon a more or less sensitive and more or less aware nervous system. So, anxiety, panic attacks, PTSD, anything that has to do with the central nervous system. We have too much astral light, we are too sensitive to it, we are too open to it. So that's why we must protect ourselves. So people with fibromyalgia, people with these chronic pain conditions, autoimmune diseases, boom. We are more prone to attack, literally attack, than most people. That's what I believe. But then again, maybe not. So, we, with the help of modern medicine, of course, and magical protection, reversible candles, cleansings, a fiery wall of protection, employing St. Michael and Baphomet to protect you. That is amazing stuff to do, to actually help rebuild the immune system, literally. I don't know if my candle's still going. It should be. Yes. So it is a reversible candle, and it's looking like somebody's thrown shit at me. So, but it's not working. So, I feel great today. Alright, so, the instantaneous sympathies of sudden love are explosions of astral light, set in motion just as exactly, and no less mathematically explainable and demonstratable as strong electrical discharges from batteries. So, those sudden bursts of, when you're sober, make sure you're sober, when you feel just a sudden burst of love, that's the astral light, just attacking you in a good way. Hatred, anger, the astral light, we're too sensitive, it makes us blow up. So we can see from this how many unforeseen dangers menace the profane who play. Remember, keep that in mind, who play unceasingly with fire near the gunpowder they do not see. So we are saturated with astral light all the time, and we project it unceasingly to make room for more and to attract more. So the nervous apparatus, destined either for attraction or for projection, are in particular the eyes and the hands. So you project with your eyes and your hands. We all knew that. So the polarity of the hands resides in the thumb, and it is for this reason, according to magical tradition, still kept in our countryside. I know that. I live in the countryside, but I don't live back when Eliphas Levi lived. So that one must, when one finds oneself in suspect company, hold one's thumb folded and hidden behind the hand. So that's going to protect. That is going to protect because you can take in. You either take in or you project. So you can do that to protect yourself. Just like this. Very easy. Very, very easy. I like that. While refusing to stare at anyone but trying to be the first to look upon those from whom we have something to fear, so as to avoid fluidic projections and mesmerizing looks. So, there we go. That's how a lot of people do stuff. Their words are very persuasive, and a lot of people like to believe that. They fall into that enchantment. So, there also exist certain animals whose property is to break the currents of the astral light through an ability for absorption, which is particular to them. So these animals are violently antipathetic to us and have a look in their eyes, which is memorizing, such as the toad. Wow, what is that? The basilistic and the tard. Okay, whatever. These animals, if tamed and carried or kept alive in the rooms we live, where we live, guarantee hallucinations and the illusions of astral intoxication. So, be careful. Astral intoxication, a word which we write here for the first time, and which explains all the phenomena related to wild passions, mental elation, and madness. Alright, so, that is astral intoxication. A lot of people, you'll notice, watch them, watch the moods, watch their moods, watch their actions day to day. How are they feeling about you today? How do they feel about you in 5 minutes? There we go. We have an intoxication of astral light, which just boom, boom, boom is constantly flooding them. So, Paracelsus actually was very successful in all of this, so he's very good. One of the greatest of the Christian mages. So, alright, now, the astral movement being circular, all azotic or magnetic emissions which do not encounter their medium return powerfully to their point of departure, which explains one of the strangest stories from any sacred book, the tale of demons sent to pigs, who then ran into the sea. So this is a work of high initiation. It's crazy. And now we go on to demonic possession and demons. Interesting work. Very interesting work. Shadow work. So, demonic possessions are nothing other than enchantments. What are enchantments again? And there exist in our time innumerable quantities of the possessed. So, literally, no. Not happening. So, a saintly religious man who devoted himself to the service of the insane, Brother Hilarion Tissot, has managed, through long experience and the constant practice of the Christian virtues, to cure many patients, and without knowing it, he practices the magnetism of Paracelsus, he attributes most of these maladies to disorders of the will, or the perverse influence of foreign wills. He sees all crime as acts of folly, and would like us to treat the wicked as patients. I think that too. I really do think that. Rather than exciting them and rendering them even more incurable under the pretext of punishing them. There we go. Perfect. If people thought like that today, they don't though. So how much time will pass before the poor brother Hilarion is recognized as a man of genius? So, and how many serious men in reading this chapter will say that Hilarius and Tissot and I should treat each other according to the ideas which are common to us, by not punishing our theories, if we do not wish to be taken for doctors, who should be sent to the asylum. So, and yet it turns, she cried Galileo, while stamping his foot on the earth. You shall recognize the truth, and the truth shall set you free, says the Savior of men. So, Jesus, Baphomet, Lucifer, Sophia, all the same. So we might add that you will love justice, and justice will render you healthy. A vice, a poison, even for the body. True virtue is a guarantee of longevity. So, it's pretty crazy. It really is. It's just lots of information. So, one more little quote. So, that which is above is like that which is below. So it is for this reason that the Master said, in speaking of a paralytic woman, so she was paralyzed, obviously, Satan has bound her, which is not the case. So sickness often comes from a vice or an abuse, and you will also find at the source of a physical illness a mental disorder. So it is an invariable law of nature. So, yeah, that's every vice we find, trying to literally cover it up. So, pretty interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. So, what is new? What is new? Nothing is new, actually. Just feel really good. It's going to be like 70. It's going to be amazing. It's amazing outside right now. It feels great. Just more, spring cleaning, cleansing, lots of sage, lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram, all that, firewall of protection, get things going for the summer, just to prepare. Alright, so let's do some coffee talk, guys. Next full moon, do you guys want to do a ritual? We can do a ritual if you guys want to. Let me see when the next full moon is. Not now. The next full moon is in 7 days. So we have 7 days. If you guys want to do some kind of full moon ritual to help us, we could do fiery wall of protection, or we could do something to manifest. We could manifest something, or we could still work on personal empowerment, that kind of thing. Oh, I forgot to upload that video yesterday for you guys. Sorry. Alright. Marjorie. Hi, how are you? Ah, man, missed it again. I will make it. I hope you'll do another live stream. I will try to make it. Great live stream. Heart. You will, I promise. I love you. It's okay. It's okay. Alright, Kate the Witch. Hi, my love. I see you as a teacher as well as a friend and a brother. I love you so much. I do too. I've learned a lot from you and your wonderful channel. I know I've said this before, but I never would have found Heka as my spiritual path. Ancient Egyptian, yes. If I had not seen your videos, sorry for getting all mushy on you, Ryan. This video is incredible. I can't say La Santísima Muerte's name out loud. You get tongue-tied? La Santísima Muerte. La Santísima Muerte. I've been saying it for too many years. It frustrates me, lol. I love you to Venus and Beck. I love you too. So much. So much, my darling. It is a tongue twister. It really is. Alright, Jessica Andrews, hello. This one is way better than the other video. I don't know what video you're talking about, but thank you. Alright, Marjorie, awesome live stream. Your hair looked great. Better than mine, lol. I love you so much. Thank you. My hair does not look that great. It needs touched up. Well, not yet, actually. Alright, Marjorie, you're good. Heart. Thank you, my love. You're good. Alright. Jody Sims, my darling, how are you? Sue Owl, Emerald Ray, shout out. Queenie Todd, I love you. Kendra Raven Moon, Thorn Rose Witch. I want to do, me and you, an interview together. How do you think that sounds? How does that sound to you? Good. I think it would be great. Satisfy, hi. Hi, my love, how are you? Netheria Fade, hello. Jody Sims. Sarah K220. Jody Sims. Erica Stone. Thank you. I love all your videos. Thank you. Thank you. Witch of the Black Rose. That was a fantastic reading. Thank you. Raven Moon Tarot. Hi. Kate the Witch. Robert O'Donnell. Hello, Mr. O'Donnell. How are you? Jen Zach. Hi. How are you, my love? Alright. GCALM. Hello. Shout out. Jasper. Hello. I'm really glad that you liked your reading. I'm really glad that it was a little too accurate. Well, no, I'm not. But you know what I mean. I think it's cool. It's very cool. Alright, shut up, Priscilla Antonia. Anybody that tells me I'm so pretty, you're so pretty, you're so cute. Thank you, I love you. Reverend Seymour Graves. Hi. How are you? Carol Grace. Hi, darling. Did you find the link yet to the Shanghai store? At all? If not, let me know. Lisa Bellemi? Thank you. You're welcome. What'd I do? Reverend Seymour Graves. Tom. Hello, Tom. How are you? Alright, Stephen Wold. Katie Louise. Hi. Harvey Warhurst. Hello. I like your last name. The News Fluffle. Ethany. Or Ethan Bailey. Ethany. Where did I come up with that? What's that all about? Don't know what that's like. Kansas Ghost Stories. Tom. Hello. Yes, I love the Mothman Prophecies too. I'm gonna watch it again tonight. And if that phone rings again, all the phones will be going out into the highway, and they will have suicide notes on them, because the phones are going to commit suicide. All of the telephones. I'm dead serious. Solea Cardona, hello. Christian Rowan, hello. I'm so glad that your dad did not get on the kratom. I'm really glad that you got to him first. Baby Gorilla, hello, how are you? Matt Brooks, hello. I will be doing more of unknown, lesser known witches again. Alright, Margarita, hi, how are you? I hope you're well. So we have 7 days to do a full moon ritual. What would you guys like to do? Anything in particular? Anything at all? Anything fun? So yes, I will be uploading that video today with the La Santísima Muerte. I explained a little bit more of what I was doing. I was actually at her altar, lighting her candle, getting her stuff ready, and just kind of giving a little altar tour of that. So I will definitely post that for you guys. I'll make a post in the chat. I think I'll premiere this video so we can go and we can chat and we can think about what we want to do for a full moon rite, if everybody is interested or not. So rainy. And it's tornado season now. Cheers. I know we're going to get a tornado, and I know it's going to come this year. We're going to get it. We have not gotten tornadoes that bad. We're going to get it, and we are going to be flattened. That's just my thought. That's my thought. I hate it. I am terrified. But, alright guys, so, let me know what you think below. And, oh, happy Witchy Wednesday. Fuck. Alright guys, I love you all. Very weird video. All the way from Venus. All the way. Yes. Let's bring her down. All the way back down. So, yeah, just let me know what you guys think about the full moon ritual. So yeah, get busy cleaning, doing some reversible candles. I still have to blog that for you guys, and I will. So, alright, I love you all very much. The phone, listen. Mothman. Told you guys. Mention the Mothman, that fucking thing. Nope, all the phones are going out into the highway. Alright guys, I love you all. I have to go to the highway now. So, no, I'm just joking. I love that movie too much. And the phones, so. And they're expensive, so I can't do that. Alright guys, I will see you tomorrow.